Hi, this is Sri from TechieTalksAI. I'm going to start a series of videos on how to build your own AI chatbot. AI chatbot is the in thing where you can readily apply the fast developing AI and large language models. Our approach is to make the development process very simple, very easy to adapt. For this, we'll use the Python package called Streamlit. The advantage of Streamlit is the front end and back end are taken care. Otherwise, if you use Python with fast API, front end again, you have to ensure that you use some Tailwind or other UI libraries to interface with the back end. Whereas in case of Streamlit, everything is taken care. It's very, very simple. Few lines of code. We can build a fully working chatbot. I'm going to go step by step to build a very powerful chatbot by integrating PDF documents and text documents and website URLs, etc., including addition of tools as well. So stay with me, watch these videos. These are very simple step-by-step videos. And everything that you need to build this application is available in the repo. Repo link is provided in the description. All you need to do is to git clone the repo and Docker compose up. That is it. You don't need to install anything other than Docker on your machine. In order to proceed, you need to have one of these API keys. So if you have all these API keys, it makes it very handy for you to try out all these models just by altering the code. So this is .env.example. You need to rename it as .env after you put your valid keys. These are dummy keys. I have kept it for the recording's sake. Okay, so the next thing is we have the Docker file. So it uses Python 3.11 and it just eliminates the need to install anything locally other than Docker. So here we are installing all the Python dependencies. So the Streamlit also gets installed through this requirements.txt file. This is the requirements.txt file where we have Streamlit, OpenAI, Pydantic AI, and .env. Okay, so this Docker file creates a Docker image which we can launch. It listens to port 8501. So this is a very simple Docker compose file. If you don't know Docker, please watch. There are plenty of videos on Docker, but for this video, you don't need to know Docker as such. This creates an environment where we can run Python very easily without installing anything locally. So we are mapping port 8502 to the internal Docker containers port. And we are loading the environments so that the container will get access to the environment. And we are mapping the current folder to app. Now comes the Python file. So this is the main file where we are loading the environment and we are validating if the DeepSeek API key is present or not. If you are not using DeepSeek and if you are using Gemini or OpenAI, you can replace this with corresponding keys. Subsequent videos will see that. So here we have a simple Pydantic base model. This base model will be passed to the Pydantic agent so that when it responds, it will ensure that the response will be structured with these fields, getting predictable responses from your large language model. For the agent, here we specify the model. Here we specify the response format or response type. We want these two. We are not going to use this, but this just to show you that you can have different categories of responses. And then we have the system prompt. Nothing but generic system prompt. Okay, so that is it. We have the title for the chat system and a caption. Okay, so then we have the Streamlit loop, which will interact with the user, asking and sending the user entered value to the agent. So here the prompt get passed to the agent. Clear? So this is a very simple thing. We will see what are the limitations of such a system in this video. Okay, how do we run it? We'll get into the terminal and just look at the files that we have. We have the env, which will contain the API keys. Then we have the Docker file. You don't need to edit anything here. This is the documentation for this repo. Then we have the Python and the Docker Compose and the requirements. Okay. Now, all we need to do is to Docker Compose up -- build. Okay, so it's running. Okay, so this is our chat system. We are not embedding this into a website. Later, subsequent videos, I will show you how easily we can embed this into a website. So here's here, what is 2 plus 2? Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. We are using DeepSeek and Pydantic AI. You don't see anything logged here. Later on, we'll see how we can add additional information to this server log. During development, that will come handy. The problem with this chatbot is this chatbot has no idea about the conversation history. So if I say, can you add 3 more to it? See here, would you like to add 3 more of, for example, it's items to a list, or, it has no clue about the conversation history. So next video, what we are going to see is, we will see how we can add conversation history to this chatbot. Also, this chatbot has no idea about the local company, if there is parking space or what are your working hours. All those things we will add. I want to keep the videos short and to the point. So we just started creating a simple chat interface connected to a large language model without any history or without any RAG or local knowledge. So that is it. Please like, share and subscribe and give your valuable comments. Watch out for the next video where we'll add history to this chat system. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.